The birth of interior design is most often given to the ancient Egyptians and then built upon more by the Roman and Greek civilizations. But how did it become a profession here in America? Said to be the first to professionalize in interior design, Dorothy Draper pushed the boundaries of design in America. Born in 1889 to Mr. and Mrs. Paul Tuckerman of Tuxedo Park, one of the most exclusive communities in American history, Dorothy was a part of an American elite family. Her parents called her Star growing up, and that is exactly what she became. So how did Dorothy, who only got 2 years of schooling according to records, become a very successful and profession-changing designer? Dorothy started designing for family and friends because she had so many family connections, and it helped her succeed. She married Dr. George Dan Draper in September of 1912. The Drapers had 3 children, 2 girls and a boy, but being a mother was little to no interest to her. She spent her time and focus on design, which led her to open up her own firm, Architectural Clearinghouse, in 1925. Dr. Draper told Dorothy he was leaving her in 1929, and afterwards she changed her firm name to Dorothy Draper Incorporated. Despite the Depression, her career accelerated with remarkable speed. But how? What made her so different than other decorators and designers in America? Dorothy was a rare member of the truly wealthy who understood exactly how aspiration worked, that people were not paying for the trappings of a lifestyle, but for the feeling that it was theirs by divine right. She revolutionized the concept of design by breaking away from the historical period room. She invented modern Baroque and the Draper touch, her signature cabbage rose chintz paired with bold stripes, her use of elaborate and ornate plaster designs and moldings, the black and white checkered floors, and the massive paneled lacquered doors. Dorothy craved designing public spaces. She believed it represented a place for people to become and feel elevated in the presence of great beauty, where the senses could look and feel and absorb the meaning of a quality life. Dorothy's portfolio ranges from hotels to private corporate offices to interiors of jet planes. She also did a line for Packard and Chrysler in the 1950s and packaging for Dorothy Gray. She designed houses and apartments of prominent and very wealthy society figures. She created her very own exclusive fabrics for clients, designed a fabric line for Schumacher, and furniture for Flicks Reed and Heritage. Her confidence in her taste gave her the ability to take control of projects in all aspects of design. If a client suggested a change, she would just say, "Perhaps you really don't want us to do this job." For the renovation of the Hampshire Hotel, she even did the branding such as menus, matchbook covers, and staff uniforms, giving the hotel an identity. She pursued places that other decorators weren't interested in, like hotels and resorts, and her clients loved her because she had a knack for big results and low prices. Dorothy started writing for Good Housekeeping magazine, which she gave decorating advice in a regular column. In 1939, she published her first book, Decorating is Fun, a design manual that was also a self-help book. Her first rule of decorating was courage, followed by color, balance, smart accessories, and comfort. She recognized many of her readers might be a single woman who didn't have help to hang curtains, so she catered her books to that. 2 years later, she published Entertaining is Fun. Her most inspired work is at the restaurant at the Metropolitan Museum of Art in New York, nicknamed the Dorothyum. Victorian writing room in the Green Bear in White Sulphur Springs, West Virginia, was once called the most photographed room in the U.S. She is the only designer to have had a major solo museum retrospective of her work, and her design firm, Dorothy Draper and Company, is considered America's first and most acclaimed design firm. Much of her work survives to this day. Dorothy Draper is an iconic designer who shaped the design world.